The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Spartans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will be the first to dial up. State, the Wolverines applied a little extra sting, winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. On target. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Play fake, Underwood. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Underwood. Skips away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. This time on target. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
As so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays, well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation, opening drive masterpiece.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on this? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw it again. Slings it downfield. Open on the left side, it's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Spartans are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely foot the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Running inside, it's Marshall. Makes it past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Underwood. Under fire. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air. It's Underwood. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He might want another play. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Mark. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back, and he's in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move, it's Edwards. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. I send the tight end in motion. Keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that does. That reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff to the single running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes a grab over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle. Force the 4th down.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Spartans. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he kept
got all the room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeps it on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Spartans decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Throwing, Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Underwood. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the UL Monroe Warhawks.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. On the run. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen. And right out of the gate in the 3rd quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run inside. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Here's Underwood to throw. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Keeps it himself. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just
makes the catch, and he's free. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the counter play. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. Running inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back. It's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthen their position. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Underwood. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The throw to the outside is complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays.
Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. In the red area, it's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Throwing, Underwood. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Off-play action on first down. Finds the tight end. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Patterson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Spartans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Heaves it on the run. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Spartan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
It's complete! Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. It just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, show them what's inside your chest.
DB's right up on the receivers. The run inside. It's Patterson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Patterson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, going to the air. He wants a big play here late. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. Finding some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking.